Hi guys, it's Project Zero. I've gotten a lot of questions lately about people's Wii's. I do know my main motto is always search Google first, but I do know that there's a lot of stuff on the Wii. It does get a little confusing. My personal preference right now is to go with One and Coco, Team Tweezer, and WiiGator at the moment, just because of the three people I trust the most with my Wii, because I haven't had any problems with them. The only problems I've ever had is like a -1 error, which basically means that you don't have the right SIM or the SD card isn't readable, and it happens because apparently the main error is like 10% out of the 1 out of 10 SD cards for some reason can't read or can't be read in a certain format, which all these hacks are done in at one point or another, such as if you're using BootMe or doing the Twilight hack. Those are the two instances I found so far that do it. Some of it can be solved with a simple program that you can get online. I don't know what it's called, but apparently will format your SD card for you and have it pre-prepared to do the Twilight hack. Right now, it's if you're running 4.0 and you haven't hacked yet, it's not possible just yet. They're working on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl version right now. They do have a working version, not publicly, but they do have a working version so far. Me personally, I'm on 4.0, and I've already hacked. I hacked way back when it first started. So, I literally was watching the forums as it was being created and the day it was released. And so far, I've had themed my Wii. I have put the backup loader on there. I have I can play DVDs on my Wii, and that's all I can think of right now. I have a whole bunch of homebrew games on there too, and all that fun stuff. I've gotten all my original Virtual Console games. Like I said before in my other videos, I don't like to pay for stuff I already own, so all I did was just download the ROMs and put them in a WAD file and then load them up on my Wii. But for those of you that are a little confused, that want to get started, or have already gotten started, and some of you have questions like, what's the difference between PAL and NTSC? The difference between the two is just basically the power output and memory that they use. For some reason, PAL uses like on each disk like a couple megabytes more. For some reason, it's always more memory. PAL uses, I believe, more power than NTSC, but basically it just depends on your region. So far, Europe, as ass backwards as it is, please don't hate me for saying that, but for some reason they're the only country that actually uses PAL. Everyone else uses NTSC, which everybody meaning Wii-wise, US and Japan. When doing the Twilight hack, you actually have to be careful which one you use, or you might just get it wrong. I don't think you can brick your Wii doing this. I haven't personally seen it yet. The only thing I've ever seen with doing these hacks is a semi-brick, which is caused by a non-region update, or trans-region update, which I like to call it. Basically, it's the region that doesn't belong to your Wii being updated, so your menus and your Wii message board don't work anymore for some reason. And the way to fix it is, hopefully you already have the your network initialized on your Wii, because after you semi-brick, you can't get to it again. But basically, all you have to do is update with the official firmware again, and you'll be fine. But now that the game's getting a little bit tougher and dangerous, I suggest that you go get a program called BootMe. And basically you can get that by typing in One and Coco and in Google, and the first one that comes up is his blog. Unfortunately, it's all in Spanish. You can use Google Translator, which I actually never thought of before. But you can use Google Translator to translate the entire site. But if you just get like the newest iOS, which is iOS 38 revision 13B, 13B because they had a couple issues that he didn't see at first, and they have already resolved them. But when you update it, or when you run the installer, you have the choice between, well, to do everything, or do one at a time, which would be load the iOS, load DVDX, and do boot me. I definitely highly suggest loading boot me on your boot 2, because as far as I know, when you update it doesn't touch it. So in case when you update and things don't work, you can always go back. And in case you like doing themes, believe me, I've bricked my Wii twice now, where to the point that it doesn't turn on at all. Like the green light turns on and that's it. It's just a completely black screen. But I definitely suggest doing that, and I suggest doing it on 2 different SD cards. One SD card to hold your NAND dump, which is going to have to be a gig or higher, and another one to actually boot off of. Say, both of them, you would install, well, I don't know if you would install it on that one. I don't know, all I found is that, I have 2 SD cards. One of them didn't work in boot 2, but it would if I, used, like, a smaller SD card. It's a 128 megabyte card, that I loaded the boot 2 sector on, and the, permissions to. So when I plug that in, my Wii will go into boot me, and then I can swap that out with the other card to restore my NAND. But I think it's a lot easier that way, just because I don't have to get up each time to go push the power button on my Wii to get it into the regular menu. I honestly think they should fix this just by doing it so when you boot up, you hold down like reset or something, just so that when you hold that down, it goes directly into the menu. Also, maybe write it into the main program. Well, I don't know. It's just some afterthoughts of the whole thing. But for those of you that have lost your Homebrew channel and you haven't updated yet, I always suggest just go rent the game. You don't have to own this game to do this hack. Just go rent Twilight Princess. Most places in the U.S., such as Blockbuster, you can rent it for $1 for a day, and that's all you need. All you need is 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. Basically 5 minutes. 4 minutes to wait for it to load up, 1 minute to load your save file, or 30 seconds to load up your save file, and 30 seconds to walk backwards for it to start the hack. That's it. So thanks for watching. Happy hacking, by the way. Expect more videos. I know I've uploaded a lot in the last day, but getting some subscribers and a lot of support has helped me out with this. So no matter what, from now on, when I make a video, I'm going to upload it right away, unless I'm away from home. So remember, guys, rate, comment, and send me personal messages so I can actually do different subjects. Because I know a lot of you may be bored by the Wii or other stuff. The one thing I won't do is the Xbox 360, because I like mine too much and I don't want to break it. So please don't ask me about Xbox 360 hacks, because I don't know how to do those. I can do PSP, Wii, and many other things. iPhone, iPod Touch, iPods, just regular iPods. I'll do a section on that too. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys.